Are you putting your hair on fire? Are you causing your hair to burn, to smoke? Does the fire department have to show up every time you blow dry or style your hair? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you how not to do that, okay? So if you are burning your hair, if you're smelling the awful scent of fried human hair, and the reason I know that is because from blow drying thousands of heads over the years, occasionally you get a few crispy creams in there. You know what I mean? You'll create a fire hazard a couple times. But over the years, what happens is, you smell burning hair and it's not pleasant. Make a long story short, it's not pleasant. So I'm here to set the record that hair products, right? A lot of people say, oh, if I use a hair product, why does it smell like? The product itself is not causing anything to your hair. If you spray on a product, it's not like all of a sudden your hair is burnt, okay? What happens is when you don't use the hot tools, because what burns or what melts things, heat, okay? If you're using an extremely hot tool like something like this that blows out a higher temperature of air, or a smoothing iron or flat iron, whatever you want to call it, a curling iron, anytime you're using extreme heat or hot styling tools, you run the risk of potentially burning your hair. And what does that mean? Well, when you start to singe the hair and it actually just breaks it down and becomes so brittle that you're going to get a bad smell. It's going to look very, very dry over time. If it doesn't just break off right then and there, it's going to really, you're damaging the hair, right? You're causing like almost like getting a burn on your arm. You're really damaging the hair. So what you need to be careful, what you need to do is if you are using any sort of hot tools and you feel like your hair is becoming very dry, very burnt, you have to be careful that you're not doing certain things. For example, if you are blow drying your hair, and let's just say you have my blow dryer and my round brush. Also, this round brush provides heat protection, so that could help. But if you take this, right, or any brush, whatever it is, and you're going in and you're just holding the blow dryer like this with the nozzle, and the hair is soaking wet, and you're just like this for a good 2 minutes, 3 minutes, you're literally, at first it's fine, but then you're gonna start just frying and singeing the hair, okay? So it really comes down to the technique of how you're using the tools. If you're cooking something, right, you don't just let the meat or whatever you're cooking just sit there on the pan. You gotta move it around, right? You gotta move the item around or the food around so it doesn't burn. It's the same thing. So when you're using, and what I do, and you can see it in the hundreds and hundreds of tutorials I have of me blow drying and showing this, you literally wanna make sure that you're rolling the brush, hitting it for a second. I like to always keep the brush moving, and the longest I'm ever gonna leave the blow dryer on the hair like this is maybe 2-3 seconds, and then I'm on to the next. So I'm constantly working these two together so I'm not singeing or burning the hair. I'm actually protecting the hair while I'm blow drying it so that it's not causing those issues. The next thing is if you put hairspray, right, literally dry aerosol hairspray on dry hair, and then go in with that, and then just, again, you're singeing the hair. That could cause some sort of issues. If you're blow drying with the heat, the product into the hair like that, I don't suggest doing that. Hairspray is designed to be used, for the final touches, the finishing touches, and that's it. Don't apply any sort of heat or anything after that. You will get singeing, you will see smoke. I've seen loads of hairstylists doing it and over the years because they're doing like a curling iron or some sort of set for something, or an updo or some sort of style where, yeah, you got to spray it on, use a curling to make it stay. But, we're professionals, so we understand how to use it properly, but it happens all the time, okay? So in the day-to-day use, be careful. If you're using a smoothing iron or a flat iron, which is very, very hot, same exact thing. Do not apply it to damp hair or wet hair. You want to make sure the hair is in good condition. You can use a spray before, like a hairspray or a heat protectant spray to help protect the hair from heat. But when you put that iron on, you're going to see some smoke. And that could be just from the moisture, from the water, but it doesn't mean it's damaging your hair. But if you start to see over time that your hair is becoming very dry, very brittle, just change the way you style your hair and use a different type of technique. Maybe you're using the right tools, you're just using them improperly. So that's really what it comes down to. Well, If you are interested in purchasing any of my products, use code YouTube20 for 20% off. I've got amazing hair tools if you need them. Clips, brushes, a blow dryer, combs, scissors, all that stuff. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.